Yes, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world. Welcome back to Football Heritage TV, a Monday morning football chat with Savva. And I have titled this show, as I mean to go on, more facts to show what a terrible job Ange has done. Over the last year that I've been saying how much I think this manager is absolutely dreadful. I've taken abuse. I've taken people making videos about me, calling me a fake fan, people telling you I'm an Arsenal fan, I'm a City fan, I'm a Chelsea fan. I want him to fail. Nope. It just turns out that this manager's shit. Let's be brutally honest. Now, I'm going to caveat that because people will hear what they want to hear. So I can say what I want to say, and hopefully those that listen properly will hear this. Do I think any football manager comes into Tottenham Hotspur and wins a title? No. No. Can't be clearer. And the reason I'm about to say what I'm about to say is the number of people that say things like, oh, who comes in and wins things? It's like they don't listen to what I've actually said. Do I think any manager comes into Tottenham and wins things? No. Not with Daniel Levy as chairman. No. Spurs do not have the ambition for that. Do I think a new manager can come in and do better than Ange Postecoglou is doing with the squad he's got? Absolutely. This manager is doing a terrible job with what he's got. Now, surely we're at the point, right, where it's not even about opinions anymore, is it? Surely it is not about, oh, this person is Ange in, this person is Ange out. Surely we're at the stage where you go, well, the facts are overwhelming. The body of evidence is overwhelming as to what a bad job he's doing. Now, this guy is doing a worse job than nearly everyone that's been sacked before him. But still, Spurs fans message me saying, project, rebuild. No one can still come on and tell me what a project or the rebuild is. What is it? In 18 months, what are we? July, yeah, in 18 months, everything at Tottenham has gone backwards. And I'm going to show you how everything has gone backwards. Not in my opinion, factually. Now, what will happen? I can tell you straight away. I know how salty YouTubers are. There'll be videos going, oh, Savva's facts. He's made them up. Cherry-picked facts. I mean, I don't know how, I don't see how I can cherry-pick 12 to 14 months worth of stats. But we're going to show you a few things. Now, what I don't understand is everyone is watching this Spurs team wide open every single game. Everyone. All the pundits have now said just how wide open we are. Glenn Hoddle's talking about he's got to tighten it up. Harry Redknapp said he can't understand how he doesn't have a defensive midfielder and try to tighten it up and stop going gung-ho. And that's Harry. He was an attacking football manager. Every pundit now, yesterday, Merson and Redknapp and Jamie Carragher, all of the pundits, Tony Cascarino, you could go on and on and on and on. Everyone is saying the same thing, apart from this selection of Ange in fans that say, back the manager. Sure, but back the manager that's doing badly. Back the manager that is showing no signs of trying to turn it around. Right? If you try and turn it around, you can turn around and go, you know what? He's trying things. This manager's doing the same things. And even after the embarrassment that was yesterday, he comes out and says we played well. First of all, he says we played well. Then he says we're going to continue to play the way we play. What more? What more do you, me, everyone in the world of football, what more do we need to see? What more do people need to see that it's not working? I am not making this up. I do not have an agenda against Ange Postecoglou. He is just not a good manager. I'm sure he's a lovely bloke. I'm sure if you go for a meal with him, he's a great guy. Go for a beer with him, I'm sure he's a top guy with loads of stories. But at what stage do people take their hat off for whatever camp they're in and go, God, this is bad? At what stage do people stop talking about rebuilds There's no rebuilding going on. What are we talking about? If you saw Bergvall, Gray, Lancashire starting every game, you could turn around and go, cool, we're rebuilding with a young team. But it's not. It's all the senior pros out there. It's all the senior pros. And I've never seen a team so wide open in my life, to the point where it's like, my mate messaged me last night and he went, it's like watching a playground game. He said, it's like watching a playground game. We have no defensive solidity. We have no shape. We have no organization in that team. People can call it chaotic. People can call it tactically inept. People can call it gung-ho. Whatever you want to call it, whatever words you want to attach to this football, we are wide open and dreadful to watch. We're entertaining. For the neutral, yes. For the neutral, we're very entertaining. I wasn't entertained yesterday. We went 2-0 up. Now, yeah, we pressed very well that first 10, 15 minutes. We could say Kukurea slipped twice. We could say we pressed and made him slip twice. We went 2-0 up. And you're thinking, what can you do now, Ange? Nope, continues to press with 5 or 6 men. And every time Chelsea beat that press, they were in. Go and look at the match of the day analysis from yesterday, where they showed the gaping holes time and time again in front of our back four and in behind our fullbacks, because they're never in fullbacks. I don't know how many times you have to see this before these pretenders stop saying he'll adapt. He's not adapting. I don't know what we have to see, and I've got a lot of facts, and it's going to piss a lot of people off. And I'm sorry for the people that it pisses off, right? I'm sorry for the people that it pisses off. But I'm so sick of these flimsy excuses like, who is there out there? There are loads of managers. There are loads and loads of football managers that will get better out of what we've got. I said this yesterday, and I'm going to say it again before I bring up a lot of facts and stats, right? I said this yesterday. I am sick of people saying, and I had this debate yesterday on Stell's channel, on my channel, everyone going, oh, we're a mid-table team. Oh, shut up. Are we a mid-table team? Shut up. Look at the teams above us. Forest, Bournemouth, Brentford, Fulham. We're not a mid-table team. We should be above all of those clubs. Arguably, the only 5 we should be Villa, City, Arsenal, Chelsea, Liverpool. The only 5 arguably we should not be above is Villa, Man City, Arsenal, Chelsea, Liverpool. Brighton lose their best players every summer. AFC Bournemouth, we just stole their best striker. Brentford just lost Ivan Toney. We talk about, oh, Harry Kane left. They just lost their version of Harry Kane. And now people will twist what I've said there. I didn't say Ivan Toney was as good as Harry Kane, but their version of Harry Kane, their goal scorer that scored week in, week out. And they've now got 2 strikers on 9 goals each. How have they managed to replace a striker? Fulham. Now, Fulham, 1 year ago, lost Paulinho. Mitrovic. This year, lost Paulinho. Look at them. They're above us. Now, I'm not sitting here and saying we're going to finish below all those teams, because we bloody well shouldn't. But look at the state of it. Look at the state of this Premier League table. And people say, it's a blip. Well, I'm about to show you how this is not a blip. This is what we are now, mate. This is not a blip. This is what we are. Now, I know there are channels out there that don't actually want to talk football. I get that. Those people will go, Savva thinks he's a manager. I don't think I'm a manager. I think I'm an intelligent human being that can see how bad we are. Like most fan bases out there are laughing at us because we're dreadful. But no, get behind Ange. In his 2nd season, he always kicks on. You don't know Ange, Savva. What are we doing here? What are we doing here? We run these players into the ground with shambolic, chaotic tactics. I don't think a lot of fans now actually enjoy watching Spurs because of how wide open we are. And yet we got all these people coming up with all of these dreadful excuses every game. Oh, but Caicedo should have been sent off. All right. What about Kulu's elbow in the face? Every club can come out with these excuses. Oh, we had injuries. So what? Chelsea were missing players yesterday. Brighton were missing a number of players this weekend. Brentford were missing a number of players this weekend. Fulham were missing 4 or 5 first-team players this weekend. Everyone does it. Everyone does it. They put these excuses out into the world to show how crap we've been for well over a year. We're now approaching 14 months of being very poor. But it's a rebuild. What? Someone tell me, what is the rebuild? If it's a rebuild, why is nothing getting better? Why are we not seeing any improvements if this is a rebuild? Why? How long do we do this for? People keep saying patience. Let me remove that. Patience for what? He's not changing. He is not changing. Actually, do you know what? Let me put this back up. Do Fulham, Brentford, Bournemouth, Brighton and Forest have better squads than us? No, they do not. No, they do not is the answer. Why are they there? Why have they lost a considerable amount of games less than us? Because their managers work with what they've got to get a cohesive unit. They set up well. They set their team up to be harder to beat. Now, they're going to lose games, those clubs, because they haven't got the greatest players. But we're losing more games and we've got better players. The tactics are dreadful. Every fan base in this country, other than half of our own, can see these tactics are dreadful. If he had better players, look how wide open we are. No one plays as wide open as Tottenham Hotspur. I had Chelsea fans that are friends of mine and Chelsea YouTubers messaging me yesterday going, Savva, I can't believe how wide open you lot are. And I said to them, I told you all this in the lead up to the game. None of you believed me. They couldn't believe it that at 2-0 up, we still continued to try and press and leave gaps. They couldn't believe it that every time they got the ball into Fernandes, he managed to start an attack from deep and Chelsea were in. They couldn't believe how many chances. I think they had like 19 shots in the game. I do not understand what people are not seeing at this stage. I don't get it. And again, look at the excuses we get. Petro, how many of them played in Europe last week? Brentford won this week. They played midweek. Fulham got a really good point to Arsenal. They played midweek. Brighton played midweek, picked up a point this weekend. It's getting silly. Petro, as a fan base, we can't sit here and go, we want to play in Europe. And then when we do go, but we play in Europe now. Why can't people, like Petro is a great example and he's not a bad guy. He messaged me, saying some things and we sorted it out. But how long do we have to see it get this bad before people will wake up and go, yeah, this is shit? I don't know how long. Now, tell me in the chat right now, guys, if I'm being an idiot. Look, right now, I've got someone messaging me, someone called Bradley Pride saying, you're not going backwards, you're going up and down. Again, the delusion is real. The delusion amongst this fan base. I will debate any Spurs YouTuber. All of the Spurs YouTubers doing their videos. We're going to finish third this season. We're much better than Chelsea. We're better than this. We're going to finish above Arsenal. We've got better forward line than Liverpool. What are you talking about? Stop. Look at the results. Look at the body of evidence. You are wrong. Just own it. Just own it. Just say, yeah, this isn't working and the manager needs to be changed. This is just crazy now. People are doubling down. All the people that said, we are going to finish third. What was it? Who was it who said, we're going to finish third on 81 points? His whole chat mocked me. Savva's a prick. He's negative. Don't worry, he's not a real fan. They're all egging him on. And here we are. Suddenly, oh yeah, but Levy. Hang on. Levy was the chairman in the summer when they made these predictions. Levy was the chairman that gave them this transfer window. And then they made these predictions. Stick to what you're saying. Man up, woman up, whatever you want to say. Human up. Own what you said. Admit you were wrong. It's fine. But don't make videos about me telling me to just get behind the team, people. I see yesterday, Arian again in We Are Tottenham TV going, I don't owe Savva an apology. No, you don't. I don't want an apology from you. For what? But you're still going on with this rhetoric that things are getting better. That Ange will come good. And you know what will happen? We'll beat Southampton and people will go, there you go. There you go. Now, I will show these facts when we get to 150 likes. We've got 63 likes from 300 people. 63 likes. Absolutely dreadful. Our likes at the moment is as bad as Ange's management. Please get the likes up. We're going to go through these stats. But 63 likes is absolutely dreadful, people. And if you haven't subscribed, please do. We're now just over 400 away from getting to the magical 15K. Louis K, look, we should beat Southampton, right? We should. But we're at the stage where I agree with you, Louis. I just don't know who we can beat. I just don't get it. It's absolute madness. I'm at the stage, you know, sometimes when you look at yourself and you go, am I making up how bad we are? Am I an idiot? Am I sitting there and going, you know what? Maybe Spurs are playing some games other than the games I watch that people are seeing and that we're winning. I just don't know. You know what? 2 months ago, I did a spreadsheet, didn't I? I put up a spreadsheet and I said to everyone, look at this spreadsheet. I don't actually know if I've still got it. I should have, right? Let's have a look. Oh, hang on. Files, documents. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. Here we go. So 2 months ago, I put this up. Let's see, right? Let's have a look. 2 months ago, I put this up. And since then, it's got a whole lot worse. Good morning, Jess. How you doing? Hope you are well. Much love. What a love. It's a nice, cold, crisp day. Let's have a look. Let's have a look, shall we? It's a nice, cold, crisp day. By the way, when I post letters, look, I don't have to walk far. And I still moan. The wife says, post this letter. And I go, oh, do I have to? It's there. Oh, it's there. A cold, crisp day in London. A cold, crisp day here in London. Hope you are well, wherever you are. Here is the spreadsheet I put together. Let's see. When did I do this? I don't know. The 3rd of September. So this is 3 months ago, exactly 3 months ago. We're nearly 100 days ago, right? Nearly 100 days ago I did this. And I was told, oh, Savva's making up facts. Savva's got his own agenda. Savva's cherry picking. Cool. All right, let's see if Savva is. Here we go. Here we go. Window. Is that right? Where are we? Nope. All right, bear with me 1 second. I don't know why I can't get this up. There we go. Share, present, share screen, window. There you go. Can you all see that? Can you all see that? So I did this, right? 100 days ago, right? 100 days ago, we talked about, you know, there was a number of things in there about the number of losses compared to the other managers, the number of goals against compared to the other managers, the win rate against the other managers. And That was for their last 31 games. That was at that time. Well, look, I can amend that and I can adapt that. But what I actually want to do is bring up a few facts, right? I want to bring up a few facts, but I'm not going to until we get to 150 likes. And we're only at 111. So I'm going to do it when we get to 150 likes. Look, if our scouting team, let's be fair, Jessica, you don't need a scouting team to tell you how good Cole Palmer was when watching him play for Man City. I agree with your theory, though. If we had a decent scouting team, we'd be doing much better. But I will say again, look at the teams above us. They don't have better squads than us. Obviously, the Arsenals, the Liverpools, Chelsea's. By the way, in the summer, another thing I put up. Does anyone remember this? And I remember when I put this up in the summer, I said, here's my predictions, right? And everyone went, Chelsea above us. Chelsea and Villa above us. Now what I'm hearing is, oh, but Chelsea have a much better squad than us. Well, hang on. In the summer, everyone was telling me how crap Chelsea were. Cucurella's crap, Gusto's crap, Badashile, Fofana. Oh my God, Colwell's crap, the goalkeeper's crap. Fernandez and Caicedo for 200 odd million, they're crap. Right? Oh, what? Madueke, crap. Jackson's crap. They're all crap. Now, oh, but Chelsea have got a much better squad than us. Hang on. I can go back to videos and bring it up and show you the evidence. As I said before on here, there are a number of people that post things, don't realize that all I have to do is click on their profile and it brings me every message they've ever sent me. There are people messaging me now saying things like, oh, but he's not being backed. And in the summer, they said, great transfer window, Savva. Great transfer window. Bergvall, brilliant player. Going to come straight into our midfield. Right? Solanke, he's going to be the top goal scorer in the Premier. All of this stuff. Suddenly, because it's not worked out the way they said, now it's, but it's Levy. Of course it's Levy. Of course Levy's signings aren't brilliant. But I wasn't the one getting carried away in the summer. Most of these fans were getting carried away. And now they're slowly starting to backtrack. I see Flav Bateman. Flav Bateman in the summer predicted we were going to finish third. He was waxing lyrical about the signings. Now I see him going on with Rory Jennings, going on to TalkSport, all this stuff, and backtracking. Oh, but. No. Own it. Own what you said. By the way, George, yes, it is. I'm changing this to 6 p.m. 6, not 6:30, because I've got a live watch along on Big Up. At 7:45. I've called it the Who Gets Sacked First Derby. Yeah, but this sort of statement doesn't mean anything. Win, lose, draw, I still support my team. That's not, we all support the team, but the manager's shit. The manager's shit, LTL. And I know people don't want to say it. People are worried about what people, the manager's shit. The manager is shit. I don't know why we can't say it. I don't know why people can't just admit it, Jose. I love you to death, dude. But this win, lose, draw, I still support my team. It kind of belittles the point of what's going on. The manager's shit. Nearly everyone's got it wrong, but no one will say it. No one will say that the manager's shit anymore. The people that have always said it will maintain saying it. Everyone else can't quite seem to say it. What they want to do is they caveat, go, oh, well, it's not going well, is it? No, it's not going well. It's dreadful. It's absolutely dreadful. Yeah, it is the El Sacco tonight. Now, let this sink in. West Ham, all of our fans are laughing at West Ham. Look how shit they are. Look how bad their manager is. If they beat Wolves tonight, they're 2 points behind us. 2. West Ham, who people are laughing at. Let's have a look. Let's see if I'm making this up. There we go. Look at that. If West Ham win tonight, they go 2 points behind Tottenham Hotspur. 2 points behind Tottenham Hotspur. We're 6 points above Everton, who have only won 3 games all season. How how are we not seeing this? And then you get comments like this. No, the tactics are dreadful. Why are we not allowed to say that? The tactics are dreadful. A new manager, a proper coach would get this lot organized. Stop inverting every single player on the pitch. Play fullbacks as fullbacks. Get two midfielders in front of the dodgy back four. Sit in at times. When you're 2-0 up in games, don't keep attacking and going gung-ho. Sit in. Kill the game a little bit. Kill the rhythm. Kill the momentum for the other team. Nope, none of that. It's who we are, mate. We just fly forward. Ferox, they didn't have as good a players as he's got. I can't do it. I can't do it with people like this. People like this will never want the truth. People like this is who I want to ring in on my debate show. They never do. Look, again, look at that. You can reverse that. Dale, what are we doing here? Up near sixth position again. I mean, is that what are we doing here? I mean, look, you can't spell my name right or the word you, but thank you. It's a good attempt. This was a very good attempt. Very good attempt at belittling me. Thank you, Mike. Let's delete that bloke. If this had been Conte or Jose or Nuno or AVB, everyone's saying sack, sack, sack. None of them did this. None of them were this bad. Ange doesn't play with defenders. And it doesn't work. I keep hearing it's going to work. It's going to work. Ange could have Rodri in there. Ange could have Virgil van Dijk at the back. These tactics do not work. And no, people, I do not think Tamworth beat us. No, I don't. I just don't get it. And let's have a look, shall we? Are we close enough to the 150 likes? 136, 14 more likes. Even then, Dan, Kulu gives the ball away at a rate of knots. He's given the ball away more than any other player in the Premier League this year. But I keep hearing how great he is. Look, I don't think he's improved anyone. I genuinely don't think he's improved anyone. Look, the results show you how bad we are. And look at these, right? Do you know what? Sod the 150 likes. Let's do this, right? Let's do this. And Ash, I agree. I don't think these gung-ho tactics have made him a better player. At all. Absolutely. Absolutely, Uphill Gardner. Absolutely. If we win the next match, what about all the teams above us? What if they win? Let's have a look, shall we? Okay. Factor number one that people will hate. This is a nice, easy one. A small one. Maybe a bit of bad form. 1 win in 7 versus Man City. 1 win in 7. People were making videos about me when we beat Man City. Stavers in the mud. Savva said we'd lose to City. Ange's amazing. We won 1 game in 7. The 2 games before that were shit. The 4 games after City have been shit. Shit. What are we doing here? What are we doing? 1 win in 7. It's absolutely mad. Hotel, don't hurry me up. Listen, it's my show, man. This is my show. I don't come onto your show and tell you to hurry up. Come on, man. 1 win in 7. And it's 4 away wins in 12 months. Let it sink in how shit that is. 4 away. I think it's 4 in 19 or 20, something like that. 4. Not even a quarter. Not even a quarter of our away wins have been won in 12 months. I don't know. I don't know how people will still refute these facts. I don't know how. People will look at this and they will still say, oh, Savva's making up facts. 4 away wins in 12 months. You think every time Spurs have got on a coach to travel to an away game, we've come away 4 of those occasions with a win. One of those, by the way, right? We've had 2 really good ones, City away and Villa away. One of those was Sheffield United on the last day of last season, who were already relegated. Let that sink in. Let that sink in. That is where we're at, people. 4 away wins. Yeah, yeah. United as well. Yeah. United as well. Like, I would expect the 4 away wins. I would expect that from Wolves, who are in the bottom 3, from Ipswich, who are in the bottom 3. Next one. 9 home defeats in 12 months. We've lost at our own stadium 9 times. 9 times. Nine. People are coming to our stadium and beating us for fun. 9 home defeats in 12 months. What the one stat I haven't got, and it would be great if someone could tell me, how many clean sheets have we got in the league in 2024? How many clean sheets in the league in 2024? If anyone could find that for me, I'd be really grateful. 9 home defeats. These are the light stats, by the way. So far, we've got 1 win in 7, 4 away wins in 12 months, 9 home defeats in 12 months. Who would like the next one? Now, the next one's juicy. The next one is it 1? No. Absolutely shocking. 1. Exactly, Harmit. 27 points dropped at home in 2024. We've probably drawn maybe a few at home as well, but that's 27 points people have taken from us at our own ground in 2024. But don't worry, it's a project. It's a rebuild. Don't worry. Don't worry, everyone. Yes, we very much are a mess. Yes, but we're not allowed to say it. The next one's a good one. The next one's a really good one. Who remembers Chelsea last season where we lost 4-1? Wow. 1 clean sheet in 22. 1 clean sheet. Let me write this down. 1 clean sheet in 22 games. Wow. That is absolutely shocking. 1 clean sheet in 22 games. But don't worry, the tactics work. The tactics work. Wow. 1. Anyone know who that was against? Anyone know? Oh, look, again, look, the Ange fans come. The only stat that matters, we're still alive in 3 cup. Oh, go away. The next one. I don't know if this is true, by the way. This is what someone's told me just now. I don't know. I haven't put that one together. Since we lost to Chelsea last year, Ange Postecoglou has a 41% win ratio. Probably help if I spelt ratio correctly, wouldn't it? Hang on, that's embarrassing. There we go. A 41% win ratio since his first defeat to Chelsea. 41%. That's nearly 14 months of football. Our win ratio, 41% is our win ratio for 14 months of football. No, we're not talking. We're not talking Europe. I'm not talking about people like Alkmaar and Karabag. We're talking about Premier League. Premier League, people. I'm not talking about all these crappy teams we're playing in Europe. Premier League. All right? 41% win ratio in 14 months. That is sackable. That is what I expect from West Ham, from Wolves, from Ipswich. 41%. And you know what's worse than that 41%, people? That's what it adds up to. 60 points in those 43 games, 1.39 points per game. $1.39 points per game. That is embarrassing. Again, this is embarrassing. It is not going in the right direction. I don't know how many more of these I need to bring up. I've got about another 8. I don't know how many more I need to bring up before people will realize we are not going in the right direction. Who sent me a WhatsApp? Yeah, Mark, thanks for sending me that. I've got that ready to go. I've got that ready to go. Guys, I just don't know what we do anymore. I genuinely don't know what we do anymore. I've got more, by the way. I'm just sending this to myself. I like the format Mark sent it to better than me. 1 second, people. Just got to make sure I get this right. I just don't know what more needs to be said. I don't know how much we can take of this average manager and still people pretend, Spurs fans just want another manager out. Well, yes, this manager's shit. Yes, I do want another manager out if the manager's shit. And to back on from what we're saying there, the 60 points, right? Before we go on to the next stat. Again, thanks, Mark. I had this, but in a different way. Look at that. From the Chelsea game to the Chelsea game. Played 43, won 18, drew 6, lost 19, scored 83, conceded 71 goals. 60 points, 1.3 points per game, 41.8% win ratio. What is this nonsense? This is absolutely disgusting. Now, I'm going to ask you a question. Before we move to the next one, I'm going to ask you all a question in the chat. If that had been one of our rivals, would we not be laughing at how shit they are? If that had not been one of our rivals, wouldn't we be laughing our heads off at how bad they are? Please stop. Please stop. This is embarrassing. Stop. We are not going in the right direction. Jurgen Klopp got to 2 finals in his first season. Stop. Absolutely. Absolutely, Ben. Ange shit, Lang shit, Levy shit. I agree. Absolutely. Who's ready for the next one? Who's ready for the next one? Seven defeats from 15 games this season. Only the bottom 3 have got worse. Let that sink in. Only the bottom 3 in the Premier League have lost more games than Ange and Spurs. That is truly atrocious. We are nearly at a 50% defeat rate this season. Let's look, shall we, just to see, is Savva making this up? Because Savva lies. Savva cherry-pick stats. Well, there you go. You can all see. Hopefully, you can all see there the lost column is the 4th one in. The 4th one in. There you go. That should get everyone in the table in the picture. There you go. Tottenham Hotspur, 7 defeats. West Ham and Leicester both have 7 with us. And then Ipswich, Wolves, and Southampton. Ipswich, Wolves, and Southampton are the only 3 teams in the Premier League with more defeats than Tottenham Hotspur. Let that sink in. Again, Savva, you're cherry-picking stats. You're making it up to suit a narrative. It's there. It's in black and white. Of course you're allowed to be here. It's there in black and white. It's there. I agree. Everyone needs to stop comparing him. When I hear his name mentioned in the same sentence as Klopp, I'm embarrassed. Big up, Tom. Absolutely, mate. It is dreadful. Who's ready for another one? 19 defeats in 12 months. 19. We've lost 19 games. Who does that? Bottom half teams lose 19 games in 12 months. We had people telling me we were going to finish 3rd and we were going to finish above Arsenal. And you know what? Oh, Liverpool have got a new manager slot. Maybe we can finish above them. 19 defeats in 12 months. I genuinely, I'm laughing of a nervous laugh because it's embarrassing. 19 in 12 months. It's absolutely horrendous. I don't know how many more of these. I've got more. I just don't know how many more I can do to. Again, people will say, Savva cherry pick stats. Savva hates Spurs. Savva's an Arsenal fan. I love this. Isn't it such a childish, lazy narrative that the person that calls them out is an Arsenal fan, is a Chelsea fan, not a real Spurs fan. He wants Spurs to lose. Does he? And what can I do? Vixnaya Rubka. What can I do? You tell me what I can do. Tell me what I can do. It doesn't need 3 to 5 years. Not everything is a rebuild. The problem with the people your age, SS, is you've got into your minds that everything needs to be a rebuild. Managers can come in with what they've got and in a year bring in 3 or 4 of their own players, change the formation and go. Not everything needs to be a complete build. Stop this nonsense. Stop it. It's crazy. It's absolutely crazy. Ready for the next one? So far, we all said, we got 9 games. We got 9 games in December. 9 games in December. 7 Premier League, I believe. Hang on, let's double check this. I believe it was 7 Premier League. 1, 2, 3. We've had 3 so far. Let's have a look. Fixtures, Premier League for Tottenham. 1, 2, 3, 4. So 7 Premier League games in December. We all said we got in the 2 cup games. People were going, I think we're going to get 12 points. I think we're going to get 15 points. So far, we've got 1 in 9, which is a draw at home to Fulham. We've got 1 in 9 so far in December. 1 in 9. Hazard, I will always tell the truth. I'm so sick of... Listen, as I said, I'll debate anybody. I have a debate show tonight, 6 p.m. Anyone is welcome to come on and debate me. But all of these people that are really big behind their keyboard never really turn up, Hazard, for these events. I get Arsenal fans coming on and going, be grateful. Like they know what's going on at our club. I never get those people that want to make videos about me. Those people that want to talk about me on their streams. They never actually grow a pair and come on because they've got nothing to debate. Because they know deep down I'm right. And they hate it. They hate it. They hate it. Why would I be nervous that he's going to win a cup this year? Isn't that his job to win a cup this year? What are you talking about? Let's get rid of that twat. He's always in here being a twat. I've got rid of him. What youngsters? What youngsters? John Curtin, what youngsters? Which youngsters are starting for Tottenham Hotspur? Yesterday, our first choice back four started. Our goalkeeper's about 36. Papasar and Basuma are seasoned international footballers. Kulusevski is not a youngster. Brennan Johnson is not a youngster. Sonny and Solanke are not youngsters. What youngsters? Again, another excuse that is always thrown. The youngsters, the youngsters, the youngsters. What youngsters? They're not playing. Glenn, it is absolutely amazing. Hang on, let me go back. Do you know what? I haven't even finished, have I? I haven't even finished. The big one. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. This is absolutely disgusting. 12 defeats in our last 22 Premier League games. 12. But don't worry, it's a rebuild and we've got youngsters apparently. 12 in 22. Claire, absolutely. Sometimes the truth does hurt. Barbaric disdain. I'm so bored of hearing the word rebuild, aren't you, mate? I'm so bored. Do you mean the gobshite of YouTube, not off YouTube? Again, it's important if you're going to berate someone, probably get your grammar right. Look at this clown. You're a clown, double S. Sorry. Look, nothing to do with Ange. Oh, shut up. Go away. Please go and watch an Arsenal channel. You're boring me now. This is getting ridiculous. Nothing. The tactics are nothing to do with him. The tactics are nothing to do with him. What are we doing here? Thank you, Mr. AJ. Yeah, I do say how it is. These channels that just say, just back Spurs. What does that mean? What does that mean? Just back them. What? Yeah. How did you get on today? Oh, we lost, but I love Spurs. What is that? What is that? It is absolutely embarrassing. I will have videos made about me after this because those people haven't got the balls to come on and chat to me. I guarantee later on you will see some videos about me. I guarantee it. And it will be rude and it will be abusive. It will be telling me to F off. It will be making videos about me, showing what happened against Man City. They'll make videos about me. But I'm right. But I'm right. And they don't want to admit that their guy is not the one. They don't want to admit it. They just do not want to admit how bad this manager is. 12 defeats in 22. I mean, I'm not a mathematician, but that's over 50%, right? I don't know. What is that? 53, 54%? I don't know if someone can tell me. I'm not going to sit here with a calculator right now. But 12 defeats in 22 games. I genuinely don't know how we're looking at this and thinking this is acceptable in any way, shape, or form. I just don't get it. We lose game after game after game, and the manager doesn't do anything. He doesn't adapt. He doesn't try different tactics. He doesn't make us harder to beat. I just don't get it anymore. I don't know what we're doing here. He now has a worse win percentage in the Premier League than Nuno, AVB, and Sherwood. Let that sink in. Look, let that sink in. None of us wanted those three, but apparently loads of people want Ange. I just don't get it. I'm genuinely disappointed with the fan base that we sit and watch this. Again, I always say this. I'll do the last one and then we'll talk. 19 in 40 games we've lost in the Premier League. 19 in 40. Stevie, this was going to be my next point. This was going to be my next point. If you take off your Spurs hat, not you, but If you take off your Spurs hat and your Spurs glasses, if you take off your Spurs glasses, if you looked at that, if I showed all of these stats and facts and said, that's Aston Villa, that's Chelsea, that's Liverpool, that's Arsenal, we would be crucifying them for how bad they are. We would be crucifying them for how bad they are. Anthony, I don't want to be right. I don't want to be right. I just want this manager gone so we can get somebody that actually wants to manage. This vanity project, he doesn't manage. He does not manage situations. Does he? He doesn't manage situations. So what? What does that matter? He's got a worse win percentage than Nuno. Let that sink in. That is correct. He's chained, as you call it, to one tactic. And that one tactic does not work. All of that that body of evidence. Watch how many people today will try taking these stats. They'll try and spin them and manipulate them. And I don't know how you do it. I don't know how people do it. Agreed. We want a football club. We're now Tottenham Hotspur Entertainment. Levy wants league games at weekend. Absolutely. Enfield Town. Again, Enfield Town, sorry. Again, this is somebody who doesn't listen. Our squad should not be winning titles. Our squad should not be 11th. Two very different things. Lee D said the truth hurts people. And we're living in times where males now... listen, I don't think it's about males. I just think people are soft. It's mental. But do you know what, Gabby A? I mean, for me, when we talk about attacking football, a lot of our football is actually really poor. I genuinely, seeing my club like this, it really pisses me off. It does. It pisses me off. It's funny because we've let it get to this stage and people are backing failure. But look, people are just fed up with the carousel of managers. Sure, but that doesn't mean you keep a bad manager in, does it? Big up, AD. Absolutely, man. This manager's got to go. I always ask people. I'll ask everyone in the chat now. I'll ask all you lot. I'll ask all of you lot. Please, can somebody give me positives about his tenure? Let me put the heating on, by the way, because it is crisp and cold. I'm cold and I'm sitting here in a hoodie. Can people please give me a positive? I'm genuinely serious. What are the positives to Ange Postecoglou's 18 months as Spurs manager? Dan, absolutely. Verox, I do this. I get asked this every day and I answer this every day. I would take Frank. I would take Iriola. I would take De Zerbi. I would take Silva. I would take Gasperini. I would take the Fiorentina manager. I would take Terzic. I would take Potter at this stage. That's where I'm at. I would take Potter over this guy. I would take the Real Betis manager. His name always escapes me. I would take the Celta Vigo manager. I watch these managers. They're set up well. They're set up well. We are not. Cool. Like what? Like what? What can he do? Vicario is injured at the moment. But do you know what? Hats off. Fraser Forster's the one positive at Spurs at the moment. Let that sink in. Yeah, we can do that. It's just it's at the moment, if I do that while he's still the manager, I mean, it doesn't really mean anything. If he gets sacked, I'll do it all day long. I agree. He's got the key two words there adaptation and suicide. They're the key words. That sums up his footballing philosophy. Please do keep subscribing if you haven't already, people. We're chasing down 15K, just over 400 away. I just listen. I'll go to some super chats and we'll talk some more. I just don't get it. I don't get it. I mean, Man U are below us by 1 point. Man U straight away went, manager gone. See you later. Doing poor. See ya. Absolutely, our squad should be above the likes of Forest and Bournemouth. Yes. Agreed, Dan. The passing isn't even good. I don't know what is good about Ange's football. Everyone just keeps telling me positive. Mark, there we go. We score more goals. Agreed. We do score more goals. But that's because of how wide open we are at the back. Now imagine we scored a few less goals, but we're a bit more pragmatic and didn't concede so many at the back. You know what I mean? Big up to Mr. Pox of, oh, good God. I said, hi, defensive line, inverted fullbacks, insufficient defensive cover, lack of creativity, yet plays mainly one of James Maddison, Kulusevski. Enoch not proactive, but this is Ange. Look, I don't disagree with you. I don't think he knows what he's doing. I think this is a manager that is panicking. I think that this is a guy who doesn't know what to do. More than anything, I don't think this guy knows how to manage out of this situation. I don't think he's had to face this before. I don't think he's had to face anything like this before, and it's starting to show. Well, it's been a year, but yes. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. 1 minute motivation. Thank you very much. Said just frustrated at the minute, unsure whether Ange in or out. Listen, I'm not here telling you to be Ange out. Each to their own. All I can do is turn around and say, here's the facts. Do what you want with it. Not to you, but to everybody. We do what we want with it. But how are people refuting these facts? Do you know what? When people keep telling me I'm wrong, I never see them actually break down all those facts and give reason. What they do is say, there's context behind this. Yes, there is. It's 14 months of evidence. The context is he's not very good. Injuries. We haven't had injuries for 14 months. Injuries. Everyone has injuries. Young players. We haven't really been playing young players. It's just nonsense. But big up to you. Thank you so much. 1 minute motivation. Ethan Bates has said, don't want to give you incorrect stats. It's 1 clean sheet and 22 at home. Ethan, don't worry about it. Don't have to apologize for that, man. Big up to you. Big up to you. And Ethan's come back in and said last home clean sheet, 2-0 win v Fulham in the first 10 of last season. I just checked. Everton this season, I think we did as well at home. But look, I just think it's dreadful. Whichever way we marry this up, big up, Ethan. Mate, listen, you're a legend. Thank you very much. Ethan, look, whichever way we marry this up, two clean sheets, 3 clean sheets in 20-odd games, it's shit. It is truly diabolical. And then when you add that to every other fact, big up, Paul, just put in a super sticker. Thank you very much. I really do appreciate you. Thank you very much. And you know what? I didn't go at Hotel. I didn't go at Hotel, did I? Did I go at Hotel? No, I didn't. He just said, hurry up. And I said, look, don't hurry me up. It's my own show. I didn't go at Hotel. I like Hotel. I think he's a great guy. Let's message Hotel right now. Let's message him. Now I'm paranoid. Where is he? I'd take so many managers over this guy. I'd take so many managers over this guy. Completely agree with you. Completely agree with you. Yeah, again, people like this are not listening. It's not about whether they fail in terms of winning things, but get me an organised side, an organised football side. The Levy debate is separate, but we should not be as bad as we are. Absolutely, Ben. If it, in the words of Joe Carey, if it rains, you put a coat on. Spurs don't. They stay in their flip-flops. Mate, it's just so embarrassing, isn't it, right now? Agreed. Jessica, I would feel like when I was a kid and I used to play Football Manager and Championship Manager, and I'd be losing a game 1-0, and I'd just go, oh, let's stick 4 up front and 4 in midfield, and I have 2 at the back. It feels like that. There's no tactics to what he does. There's no common sense to what he does. Oh, mate, I just don't know anymore. I just don't know. I really don't. I just feel, look, whether I don't want, I don't want to go back on previous Spurs managers, but I just feel that we've got enough there. What makes me laugh about this is all the people that are making the excuses were the ones saying how brilliant we were in the summer. They were the ones saying how great we are, and oh my God, Van Even and Romero are amazing, and Porro and Udogie are brilliant, and oh my God, Sarr, Kulusevski, Bentancur, Basuma, oh my God, Johnson, Son, Solanke, these are Vakari. Every player's brilliant according to these people, but then when we don't win, they completely change their minds. I know it's not you, Alex. I know it's not you. Come on. Come on. Mate, it's crap. It's absolutely crap. Mate, I don't think the players want to play this formation. I don't think when you look at I always ask this question to people. I always ask this question. If you were a player at Spurs and you had this gung-ho, always having to track back because no one's in position, no fullbacks in position, no defensive midfielders, if you were asked to play in this, wouldn't you get bored after a while? Wouldn't you be like, nah, mate, can't we just play a sensible formation? I just don't get it. I would lose faith. I would lose faith. I don't know about you lot. Big up, Puneet. No, I don't do all this apology letters. I don't know what that means in football. At the end of the day, no one should be apologizing to anyone for their opinion. But what they do is, I saw him yesterday. He just doubled down on his opinion. You know, when I said what's going to happen, he said he'll turn it around in the next few games. He's lost both since we spoke then. Yeah, no, I know. Look, guys, please don't try and, guys, I like Eltel. Me and Jose speak away from YouTube. So I think people are trying to create a problem that isn't there. I'd take Emma Hayes all day long. Not going to happen. I'd take Emma Hayes all day long over this guy. I think he is dreadful. Chloe, big up to you. I said, organised and balanced football will bring consistency, and consistency will eventually bring success. Ange isn't showing any signs of improving. I agree. Lose to Rangers, I think he's gone. I don't think he's going anywhere. Yeah, again, I've rattled off loads. I could keep going. There are so many I would have over this manager. So many. Big up, Angus. Hope you're well, man. I said, I can honestly see Rangers beating or drawing with views on Thursday. Mate, I just never know. Are we going to be the Spurs that come out and win 3-0, or are we going to be a team that concedes 4 at home and capitulates? I just don't get it. Well, Hadrian's Wall has been blocked. Cam Tinley doesn't turn up when we don't win games. Remember after City, Savva said, please don't change nothing. Perfect back 4, back line, and Ange changed it again. Look, the cinema, this is my point. Look how good we were. Now, again, this goes to show that Ange didn't change it. City forced us to play that way. Because if he did change it and he saw it worked and then changed it back, then it's ridiculous, isn't it? Again, this guy's overrated anyway. Do you know what I mean? But yeah, I agree with you. I think, again, do you know what? There's a video circling around, right, of Thomas Frank talking to his Brentford team in the changing room. after the win against Newcastle? Has anyone seen it? I watched it and I said, yeah, I like you. Yeah, that's a proper, yeah. That, I watch his press conferences. Always thoughtful, always considerate, tells the truth. Exactly. If I had offered Bournemouth's squad to anyone at the beginning of the season, but Bournemouth in the last calendar year have got 5 more points than Tottenham Hotspur. Let that sink in. Agreed. I thought we were lucky. I didn't think we deserved to be 2-0 up, but we were. And when you are 2-0 up, what are we going to do to keep it? Nothing. It's going to keep going gung-ho. We're going to keep pressing with 5 or 6 players. Go for it. Panay, it's the history of the Tottenham. Oh, good. Sorry, who is he to demand this? He's been absolutely crap. Who is he to demand that? Agreed. He has. He's made us consistently poor. Over and over again, the same tactics. And everyone goes, oh, the players don't get his tactics. Would you? Would you want these wide open tactics? Again, I don't think he is. I can only tell everyone what I think. Good morning, Kate, Jim, one of you. Good morning. Ange out. Good morning to you. I'm just at the stage where this is weird. Am I going to the Thomas Tallis reunion next week? 25 years since leaving. This is weird. I'm blocking that person. That's weird. Bringing up the school I went to and stuff. That is odd. Very odd behavior. Savva, what formation would you, if you were the manager now? Do you know what? Go back to basics. Let's get a back 4 where no one's inverted. Let's get 2 midfielders in front of the back 4 that aren't going gung-ho. 2 wide men that stay wide, like Chelsea's did, a playmaker and a centre forward. It doesn't need to be groundbreaking. We don't need to reinvent the wheel, right? Look at the facts. Let's quickly wrap through them again. Here we go. 1 win in 7, 4 away wins in 12 months, 9 home defeats in 12 months, a 41% win ratio since his first defeat to Chelsea, 60 points in 43 games, 1.39 points per game, 7 defeats from 15 this season. Only the bottom 3 have more. 19 defeats in 12 months, 1 point from 9 in December, 12 defeats in the last 22 games, 19 defeats in 40 games, and he has a worse win percentage than Nuno, AVB, and Sherwood in the Premier League. And if all of that wasn't enough, there you go. That is it since we lost to Chelsea last season in November. 43 games, 18 wins, 6 draws, 19 defeats, 83 scored, and 71 conceded. 60 points, 1.39 points per game, and a 41% win ratio. But apparently, people still believe in Ange. I'm absolutely baffled. When I'm called negative, these people that believe in Ange, they are negative because they want this crap. They want us to be like this. There is no way around this. If you are backing this dreadful manager in this 12 months we've had, 12 months, by the way, people, isn't a blip. It's not a bit of bad form. By the way, I say 12, 14. Do you know what? Even if we were going to go a little bit more adventurous, right? And again, pick the 11 you want. This is about the tactics, not really about the personnel deployed. What about something like this? You get Sonny more centrally, Maddison in a playmaker position. By the way, Kulu can be in there. This was at the beginning of the season I put this out there. What about this? If you don't like that one, what about we go like that? And you can go 3-4-1-2. You get Sonny playing off Solanke. You get Adogi and Porro wide. You get 2 midfielders in front of a back 3 instead of a back 2. No, nothing. Nothing from the manager. Doesn't do anything. No, doesn't. Never try. We play a back 2. We don't even play a back 4. Ben, I can't agree with you more. We hate Chelsea, but they are a fantastic footballing side. Look how he's got them playing in 15 games. Look at them. It's unbelievable. And now all the people that said Chelsea was shit in the summer are now the ones going, oh, but they've spent £1 billion. Which one is it? Are they shit or have they spent £1 billion? Because it's not both, is it? It's everybody has changed their minds. As I said, I saw a video the other day, right, where all the YouTubers, and I was on it as well. I was on this video. All the YouTubers were asked in a video. I think it was for big up Dave Irish Hotspur. I think it was on his channel. And he asked every YouTuber to give their predictions of what's going to happen this year. And the number of people that just went third, 81 points. Solanke's going to get 25 plus goals. Bergval and so make our squad really strong. They're the same people now going, oh, but he wasn't backed. But what are we doing here? Why can't people be consistent? Oh, this club is going to be the death of us. I don't know, Aris, you've got to give me, I need more context. There's a lot of comments in the chat. I don't know, when you just say, I cannot agree with this, I don't know what you're referring to. Big up to Martin, thank you. Listen, mate, I don't want Spurs to be a mess, but we are. And we have fans that are celebrating being a mess. They keep saying that this manager is going to change things. He's going to adapt. He's going to turn it around. We're going like that. We are going like that and fast. Agreed, Mark. Agreed. Daniel, I don't get it. I do not get it. I'm at the stage. Listen, I'm not even a big Graham Potter fan. I'm not like, oh my God, he's amazing. But I would have this manager over Ange any day of the week. Someone with some tactical nous. I've never seen a manager so tactically poor in my life at Tottenham. Now, we've had bad managers that had bad squads, but this manager has better players than we are seeing. It's a vanity project. Chelsea were allowed to have the space. However, had Ange encouraged the team to close Chelsea players down, maybe, Lynn, if you don't play inverted fullbacks and you don't give Sancho and Neto the ball at every opportunity, maybe if you play a defensive midfielder and don't give Cole Palmer the space of White Hart Lane, there's a number of different things that he could do. Yeah, but Spurs King, look, there are transfer windows for these types of things. There are transfer windows. No, listen to what I said. Again, listen to what I said. I said, go back to basics. Or if you want to try something a bit better, try this. My point is there are options. Why don't people listen? It is absolutely crazy. But do you know what, Boschino? It's not just Chelsea. It's every single game. Every single game, we give people space in behind. Some can exploit it, some can't. Absolutely, Airwolf. Absolutely. There is no progression anywhere. There is no progression factually anywhere. Absolutely. He never adapts. It doesn't matter who we're playing. It doesn't matter the score. He does not adapt. Absolutely. This is the same as under Ozzy Ardiles. Ozzy Ardiles attacked, and it's great for a little bit, isn't it? And then after a year, you go, oh, this is shit. Like, stop doing this. Gus has said, Ange is exactly what you're expected from a manager who's primarily been in backwater football. Look, I just don't think he's ready for this level. I think we're seeing now a guy, look in his press conferences, he's struggling. He doesn't know what to do to change it. And we're going to come out the next 10 games and be exactly the same. We'll win a few. We'll lose a few. Next time we win a game, everyone will go, oh, see. When we beat Man City, I was told that this is the change we needed. We're going to go on a run. We're going to do it. And I said, all right, show me the evidence when we do it. And we can't. That was a cheeky penalty, wasn't it? It really was a cheeky Cheeky penalty. I'm just so confused. I'm just so confused. How are we doing this? How are we not seeing how bad the manager is? If this manager's name was Jose Mourinho, everyone would be losing their minds. I mean, if Ange is the reason you fell in love with this club, you're not really a Tottenham fan, are you? But good try. Listen to what I said again. Listen to what I said. I said, just go back to basics. And then I said, or if you wanted something a little bit more tactical, you could look at this. That's what I said. Listen. Godfrey, there's just so many managers that will set up against who they're playing. So many that set up differently. And yes, this is the true one. Fraser Forster has been our best player for the last month. Phil, completely agree with you. I expect us to beat Rangers and Southampton. I fully expect us to beat Rangers and Southampton. I fully expect it. And then people will go, see, we're back on track because we're beating Rangers who are crap and Southampton who have lost 12 games all season. Listen, this is the one time I would be on board with Levy. If he sacked him today, I would be on board. It is. It's kamikaze football. It's absolutely kamikaze football. Absolutely. Again, this is my point. This is my point. Managers have done less and been berated. Look at Sherwood. Sherwood didn't even have a transfer window. Did better than this. And everyone was going, oh, this manager's awful. He's dreadful. He didn't even have a transfer window. Ange has had nearly £400 million. Now, I'm not saying every single one of those players is his. Of course not. But there's enough there to not be where we are. Absolutely. I know, mate. It's really hard. You know what I always say, Bob Eric Disdain? It's this microphone. Let me remove this. It's this microphone here. Look, magic microphone. I say something in here and it comes out the other end completely different. Of course you do. Of course we have. It has turned into a cult. We're following a leader into a style of football that hasn't worked. It hasn't worked. I mean, yeah, but I mean, look, they're bottom of the league. I mean, Southampton are bottom of the league. They've won one game. They've conceded 31 goals and lost 12. I mean, surely we can beat Southampton. Mate, I'm embarrassed to put him in the same category as Poch and Redknapp. Embarrassed. Those two were brilliant. Those two were brilliant. Again, Ange, you're right. Ange seems to think we're the only team on the pitch. Savva, Forster and Ben Davis and both have seen enough of teams in the Premier League to know how you have to play against different... I don't know what that means, Lynn. I'm sorry. I don't know what that means. I just don't know what else has to happen for this manager to go. What has to happen? I don't know how long we do. No, Savva's not more worried about our fan base than our team. The reason I want the manager gone is because I'm more worried about the team. Listen, again, magic microphone. Listen to what I'm saying. Big up Lee. Said, morning, Savva. I've had enough of this for a while and it's getting worse. I'm off to support Brighton. I've never felt sadder about my team. There's been plenty of sadness. Honestly, I think this guy is ruining our football team. I think he's taken us so far backwards. Yeah, I mean, you know, Ange, yeah. I don't know what to say. Yeah. Jay thinks we'll get a draw against Southampton. People will think that's good as well, won't they? I just don't know, people. We will definitely beat Rangers because that was the type of team he is capable of beating when he was in Scotland. If we lose the cup game against Man U, then Levy will probably sack Ange. It hurts me seeing my team like this. It hurts me. It genuinely hurts me seeing my team like this. And the more time that goes on and the worse we're getting, I just don't get it. Big up Stratos, who said, you reckon we're ever going to be happy as Spurs fans? I mean, we were happy under Redknapp. We were happy under Poch. So, yes, we can be happy as Spurs fans. I can't be happy when I've got a manager like this playing this awful football. And it's not just how bad the football is. The results are proving how bad he is. But, yeah, why not? We can be happy as Spurs fans. Of course we can. Big up Anna, very generous. I said, we have no identity anymore. Stadium is sterile. Corporate manager playing kamikaze tactics. Owner business first team. Last poor signings, inconsistency throughout. I'm losing it with it all, Savva. And I hear you. The manager, the owners, the director of football, the whole club is crap at the moment. The whole club is crap at the moment. Ash, you could be right, mate. I won't know. Do you know the annoying thing for me this Thursday, Ash, is I'm going to be in the air. I'm going to be in the air on a flight. Obviously on a flight, otherwise I wouldn't be in the air. I'm going to be on a flight while Spurs are playing Rangers, so I won't know the score. So, guys and girls, just to let you know, there will be no watch-alongs for Rangers, Southampton, United and Liverpool because I am on holiday, so there'll be no watch-alongs. I will do some 10-minute, 15-minute videos after. I won't be able to after the Rangers game. I'll be in the air. There will be after the other games. And I'm going to be in the air whilst we're playing... I'm going to be in the air whilst we're playing Liverpool on the 22nd. I arrive back to London Monday at about 5 a.m. So I'm going to miss that game as well. So 4 games in a row. I know what will happen. Spurs will win a game and people will go, oh, Savva's run away. No, Savva's going on holiday. Just so you know. I just don't know anymore, people. Rule of the universe said Southampton will win. Ange sacked, unfortunately. I wish Ange would change and not be so stubborn. The problem is he is that stubborn. Oh my God, I'd love Redknapp back. Oh my God, I don't care how old he is. I'd love him back. I'd love him back. Future Music. We have a very naive chairman and an even more naive manager. Let's be brutally honest. Oh God, I've done this a million times. I've done this a million times. I can't keep reeling off the managers. I can't keep reeling off managers I take. At the moment, so many managers I would take over this guy. So many. Yeah, look, I mean, you know, and everyone was losing their mind. Listen, I feel sorry for Archie Gray now. I'm at the stage where I genuinely feel sorry for Archie Gray. I genuinely do. I feel like this kid is being used incorrectly. He's not getting any game time in midfield. Will we see it moving forward? I don't know. Gus said, we've got pedigree, Birkinshaw, Pleat, Terry Venables, Harry Redknapp, Poch, and of course, Bill Nick. That Tottenham and this mob have destroyed it. Look, I don't think this mob have destroyed. I mean, Levy and Enoch have, but you'll get Wi-Fi on the flight, mate. Oh God. yeah. I'm sure they'll be showing the Spurs Rangers game on my flight. Yeah. It's a long old flight. I've got like a 10-hour flight, 9.5-hour flight as well. Big up. Don't forget. Yeah, listen, we're not finishing just yet. But when we do, don't forget tonight, 6 p.m. is going to be the debate Savva. Let's see who comes on. I'd love some of these YouTubers to rock up. I'd love them to. Instead of talking about me behind my back, I'd love them to rock up and debate with me. I don't care. I genuinely don't care. Yes. Yes. Absolutely, mate. I do every December. I do every December. Strato, I said, can you imagine Poch with the same financial backing? Look, I mean, look, we can play the if buts and maybes game, sure. What would Poch do with more backing? Sure. We don't know, right? He could have bought crap players, he could have bought great players, but yeah, listen, I agree. This manager's had a lot of money. That's what I meant, Phil, by the way. That's exactly, yeah. We had this chat the other day, didn't we, Phil? Yeah, I'll definitely take Redknapp to the end of the season, then give the club 6 months to find a long-term successor and let Harry Redknapp be part of that selection panel that finds somebody suitable. Yeah, maybe. Maybe. I agree. Twisted Complex. By the way, do I think he's going? No, I don't. I've said this all along. Do I want him to? Yes. Morning, Savva. Morning, all. It's like fishing in a pond now where you've caught the one and only carp 100 times. Oh my God. It so is Swing Squad. Oh, mate, I will. Oh, of course I enjoy my holiday. It's the first holiday I've gone on not drinking as well. So I'm going to eat like a king. I'm just going to eat and eat and eat for that all-inclusive. Yeah, I'm going to the Dominican Republic. Apparently there's some thunderstorms, but that should be fun. Hey, yeah, look, it's, I mean, I don't want Southgate in. I think we need someone with a bit of, if we're talking about a long-term manager, I think we need somebody that's innovative. I think we need somebody that's got tactical nous. And at the moment, we haven't got that in our manager. Yeah, he will. We know he will. He'll turn up. He'll tell us how great Ange is. He'll refute all the facts and just say, give him 5 years. Couldn't you say that, Sam, about every manager? Just give them 5 years. Just give them 5 years. There's a reason not all managers are given 5 years. Is it just Ange's fault, though? No one said it was. With the amount and quality of managers this club had flopped, at some point you have to look at the team and Levy. But this is a different team to the other managers had, Gerson, right? Again, people need to hear me correctly through the microphone that doesn't lie. Do I expect managers to come in and win trophies? No. Do I expect managers should come in and do better than what we're doing under Ange? Yes. Absolutely, Bold Musa. Absolutely. How are the so-called smaller teams in and around where we are, or above us with the squads they've got? I'm redirecting everyone to Perchy in 5 minutes anyway. Don't worry. Please do support Perchy as well. He's another one that's so fed up. Good morning, James. Good morning, James. Good morning, James. Oh, my dear. If Levy hears we would be happy with Redknapp, he'll be bringing I'd take Jamie Redknapp at the moment. I genuinely think anyone could do better than this manager. I think he is shocking. I don't think anyone, I mean, if this was aimed at me, I'm not comparing our squads to the top 4. I'm not saying that at all. Absolutely. His tactics are 100% his fault. Agreed. The get out of jail free card for Ange is, but look at all the other managers we've had. Hang on. We're not talking about that. We're talking about Spurs now with his tactics. And with his tactics, we're not doing well. Yeah, Perchy's come back. Yes, they did. Playing 2 injured centre-backs. Who would have thought? Listen, do you know what? I think Marco Silva would adapt better. When I watch Fulham play, he's got them organised. The fullbacks do fullback jobs. The central midfielders stay in central midfield. It's just, we're so disorganised all over the park. I've never seen lack of organisation like it. And Phil is firmly over to the dark side now, if you call it that. I actually think it's the positive side. Terzic, Frank, McKenna, Iriola, Hertzler, Carrick, Potter. I take any one of them, Simon. I take any one of them. Managers that want to manage. This guy does not want to manage football teams. He wants to just go gung-ho. That's not managing. We're just kicking the can down the road, Savva. If it's not today, it'll go at the weekend. If not the weekend, it'll be... Look, mate, I don't think he's going anywhere, Ben. I don't. Ben, you know my feelings. I would sack him right now. I just do not think he's going anywhere. I genuinely do not think he is going anywhere. I just don't. What about previous? Yeah, Terzic, take him all day long. Gus has said Silva has learnt from Everton. He would be good. I think he's done a really good job at Fulham. I think he's done a really good job. Clear what Levy is doing this season, reducing the player wage bill, increasing sponsorship deals, increasing number of football events. Yep. All to make balance sheet look good. Absolutely. I don't disagree with any of that. Levy's horrible, but this squad shouldn't be where it is. This squad shouldn't be where it is. Big up to Jimmy Talks Football. Big up, Jimmy. Hope you're well. Daniel has said, who would you rather, Savva, Frank or Silva? I quite like Frank. I think that Thomas Frank seems like a good guy as well. Like a football guy. Looks like he wants to be analytical. He wants to have a look and see what's going on. He wants to adapt. Sure. I mean, Silva for me, I think is a good manager as well. Ash, I'm at the stage where I would take Ryan Mason for 6 months. Ryan Mason has a better game percentage than Ange does. Just saying. By the way, I don't want Ryan Mason, but you know my point. You know the point I'm making. I keep hearing this, but Kenny, what do we do? Just keep the manager that's taking us backwards and backwards and backwards. Guys, I am going to leave it there. I'm going to pass you over to Perchie's channel. Please do smash the like button. Join me tonight, 6 p.m. for Debate Savva. Let's see who turns up. Then at 7:45 on bigup.com, I will be doing a watch-along for what I've called the Who Gets Sacked First derby between West Ham and Wolverhampton Wanderers. That's on Big Up. I'll put the link in my community page. If you would get over there and help me out on that, that would be amazing. Thank you to everyone that's liked, put in super chats, and subscribed. We're chasing down 15K. Hopefully we get there soon. Take care, everyone. And as always, come on, you Spurs. And Levy out.